Okay, Deepakanandji.
Jai Sachidanand, Shaileshanandji.
Pranam.
Namaskar, Jai Sachidanand. Last 2 weeks we had been passing through various circumstances and trying to observe the kind of suffering we pass through, favorable, unfavorable, and those being outcome of 5 sense observation. And if we are like, what is it called, extra sensory observation, that is in our pure soul state, intermediate pure soul state, then even in the presence of such suffering, we experience inner bliss. And that's how we are able to identify that all these circumstances are nothing but passing through favorable and unfavorable circumstances, suffering. So how would you relate your life experience, sharing your experience of life, various situations, what you pass through in your medical profession and at home? Jai Sachidanand.
Jai Sachidanand. Very wonderful. So it's an ongoing process, as I say, where the mind, speech, and body, as Dadaji say, file once, mind, speech, and body are effective. He has used the word effective. Effective means it's not a stone, it will have effect to and fro mutually. And I am free of all these effects. I am knower and seer of all those effects. These are two things. Vyavhar part or relative part will have effects from morning to evening. But yes, as my Gnan and understanding grows on increasing, the effects will change or become less or vitrak, but there are effects. Now there are two types of effects, as I broadly can see. One, occurring due to my own mistakes or weaknesses or my inner opinions or my inner designs, which I need to correct it. And there are second kind of effects, which are natural effects, I would say, which are bound to happen or should happen, because otherwise we get like a stone. So both the types of effects I can see. For example, the inevitable effects, I would say, which are not my own mistakes, but the effects will occur. I'll give you a couple of examples. Yesterday, I saw my patient in my follow-up visit. It was 24 days past the surgery. Everything was fine, complete vision, and really not expected to have anything untoward. But surprisingly, I noticed, Shailesh noticed that his pressure in the eye is more and there is a little bit of corneal edema. So looked at the things, prescribed treatment, but that was here. So as soon as I woke up today and my chit was silent, it came up on my screen that, okay, what more needs to be done about this? And Vyavhar Bhasa, you can say that Shailesh got little anxious or little cautious, I would say. And I could see that. And even though it was Sunday, I called him that yesterday I had told, please come back on Monday and we'll review this situation. But as soon as my chit was free, it got up and it occurred to Shailesh that no, something more, it's better if more caution is exercised. At least he should not have an indolent infection or something. And if it is infection or beginning, then it has to be dealt right away. So Shailesh called, even though it was Sunday, to the patient that if you are available, please come down. I'm coming to the clinic. Just saw everything is fine, relaxed, came back to home. This is inevitable effect. Without that, the Vyavhar part would have faltered. Shailesh could have slept on Sunday that, okay, we'll see on Monday. But I noticed that if I do that, there will be burden on my chit till I see the patient on Monday. So to relieve myself, also I went there and really I was relieved, seeing the things are okay, or otherwise I would have done whatever is required. Right. So this process went on. In the relative part, I could see Shailesh getting under some stress, means some cautious attitude. I could see Shailesh getting relieved as soon as he saw the patient is good and nice. So meaning thereby in vyavhar or interactive dealings or passing through phases, persons or circumstances, your prakriti will respond. It's required to respond to the things appropriately. And unless it senses the thing, your chit senses the thing and responds, it will not be dealt with. Sambhav thi nikal nahi thai file no. The files will not be disposed amicably with equanimity. So this is one part, which I say is inevitable. And I could see as Shuddhatma what's happening in relative. So Dadaji has said that you can see the compression of mind, you can see the tension of mind, the compressibility, flexibility, and tensibility, how much, everything. Second example, just relating, someone is sick at my home, maybe my mother. During my father's illness, I sat 7 days by side of him, left everything. And I could see that Shailesh is getting affected because that, okay, despite doing everything, the father is not getting well and it's going downhill. So that was there. And I was continuously trying to remain as Shuddhatma, remaining separate, but I could see the effects of Shailesh. And then the things were over, and again Shailesh again came out of the situation very fast. But that's the thing. So if we see during the day, in all interactions with everybody, in all vyavhar, the file one will undergo some effects. But I need to see those effects. That's part one. Now part two. How can I minimize or make these effects neutral, and how can I remain free of the effects? So that part where I find that in certain occasions, my beliefs puzzle me, my inner, what I can say is dissatisfaction within me of the ongoing things does bother me. And there I have to see that, Shailesh, it is your belief, it is your design, it's your weakness that whatever is happening is vyavasthit. You are not accepting that. That's why you are getting effect. So there I put it different way. That, hey Dada Bhagwan, મને વ્યવહારની બધી અસરો જોવાની શક્તિ આપો. Give me the inner strength to remain knower and seer and to resolve the effects of all the vyavhar, because wherever the vyavhar is creating effects, there is some weakness, some correction required on my part, some mistake on file one's part or my part. That is why the effect is there. If I see someone is doing not correct, that means I'm missing my part of seeing him as or her as non-doer. That's my mistake. That's why there is effect. If I am affected by something, then it is my design because I'm affected. So second part I have put that, hey Dada Bhagwan, give me the strength to see the effects Shailesh is incurring during vyavhar and to resolve it with your pure Vitarag science vision. So that then I apply the Vitarag science, Vitarag vision, whatever way, 5 Agnyas, Dada's Gyan, whatever, and resolve it or become effect free. So both parts are there. Some effects will be inevitable, not really make necessarily, it should not make you emotional. The effect doesn't require to make you emotional. Now I look at Dada Bhagwan. Dada Bhagwan was there with all of us. If some Mahatma is ill, Dada Bhagwan would do vidhi. Dada Bhagwan would ask who is left out of vidhi. So his prakriti was having effect out of compassion or karuna, but he was not getting emotional. And yet he was doing all this stuff with us. So that's also one part where we put our jagrati, that effects may be there for our best vyavhar, others vyavhar, but it should not make us emotional. So wherever I'm getting emotional or getting affected in another way, I also look at what's my mistakes or weaknesses or what needs to be corrected. So both the things I put it, I go like
Perfect. That. Very good. Very good. Good observation. Very much helpful. In both situations, one is like you can't do, you can't do. There's no need for any correction, but you have to pass through that suffering. Yes. And you have to be observant, perceptive. In your perception, pure soul perception, you will see. Another one, you see them wherein some mistakes are there on your side which needs correction. So you will do correction, and that's how you will resolve it also. Very good. Excellent. Jai Satchidanand.
Very good, Shaileshanandji. Our time is up. So can you do three mantra Lalitaben, can you please follow?
Namo Vitragaya.
Namo Vitragaya.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Vajjayanam.
Namo Uvajjayanam.
Namo Loyi Sawa Sahunam.
Namo Loe Sabba Sahunam.
Eso Panchanamukkaro.
Eso Panchanamukkaro.
Sawa Pavappanasanam.
Savva Pava Pranasano.
Mangalanancha Savesim.
Mangalanam cha Savvesim.
Padamam Havai Mangalam.
Paramam Havai Mangalam.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.